The Black Prisoners Caucus would like to sincerely thank the Education and Employment Work Group for their persistent work in Olympia on Senate Bill 6308. To further address that bill and the Legislative Task Force and the subgroup of Education and Employment, I would like to bring the president, or the director, excuse me, of the Post-Prison Education Project, Mr. Arai Kohn, to say a few words.
They told me after I got here that I was going to be speaking today, so I have no prepared remarks. But I want to say that it's a great honor and very much a privilege to be here with you today. I think I have very few minutes and my mind's a little jumbled, but I'll start with the 6308 Reentry Task Force that's been working since really the beginning of the year, and the Education and Employment Work Group, which is one of 4 work groups that make up the task force, and tell you that from the beginning of the task force, we've had Senator Mike Carroll telling us, don't even broach the subject of post-secondary education coming back into the prison system. It's not a realistic topic to discuss. It's not going to be legislated. It won't happen. On the other hand, we've had people like Representative Mary Helen Roberts and Senator Adam Klein and Senator Klein's legislative assistant, Brent Houghton, who've been extremely strong, vehement advocates for bringing back education, and I thank them. In the early 80s, Ronald Reagan killed funding for education, basically, in the prison system. In 1992, Bill Clinton signed a bill that killed Pell Grants, coming into helping people in the prison system get higher education. In 1995, HB 2010 was passed unanimously by the Washington State Legislature, and it outlawed education in the prison system. If you want a good example of insanity, try this. HB 2010 outlaws education in the prison system in an 11-year period. On the other hand, at the Washington State Penitentiary, 250 men earned 313 degrees and certificates through Walla Walla Community College. 32 went on to get 4-year degrees from Washington State University. And I should add, at that time, prior to HB 2010, Washington State University and Walla Walla Community Colleges were coming into the Washington State Penitentiary and teaching daily. The recidivism rate on that group of 250 men is 50% lower, 50% lower than the existing recidivism rate of 62%. And yet, we've got HB 2010 outlawing education. And we've got legislators, unlike Senator Klein, unlike Representative Mary Helen Roberts, who don't have the courage to bring it back. So that's the current status right now. On November 14th, the legislature, or the Reentry Task Force, will make its final recommendations to the governor, and we'll see where it goes from there. In the meantime, the key issue is that we've got the Washington State Institute for Public Policy, Associate Director Steve Ose, not presenting a single positive fact to the legislature about post-prison or about post-secondary education, despite the fact there are meta-analysis and prestigious studies involving huge numbers of people, multiple states over many years, showing that the figures that we came out with at the Walla Walla, or the penitentiary in Walla Walla, are accurate, that higher education reduces recidivism by about 50%. So it's kind of like, where's Harry Truman when you need him? Where are the legislators with the courage to do what's right? There are 2 here that do have that courage, but there aren't many like them. I'll tell you a quick story, and then leave it with the fact that while education isn't available to you here in the prisons now, it is available to you when you're released. The quick story is about 25 years ago, there was a young black man that was in the penitentiary. He got a 2-year degree. His name was Bobby Coleman, by the way. He got a 2-year degree from Walla Walla Community College while locked up. He went on and got his 4-year degree from WSU. When he got out of prison, he went to the University of Washington Graduate School of Social Work and got his master's degree. He applied to the University of Chicago for their PhD program in social work, and he was accepted. And today, he has 21 employees with a $1.5 million budget, helping 2,100 people a day. At Cook County Hospital in Chicago, one of the largest hospitals in the United States. He has 2 children, 8 and 10, and a wonderful wife. That's education. Thank you very much.